Slightlee said he's heaven sent. Third person omnipotent. Great words, no difference. I don't rap, I make art. Bird need a race car. This ain't for the faint heart. Above clouds like Game Star. My blood.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. And you ready? Lights, camera, action. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's episode 3 of the Slightlee Daily podcast. Don't post every day, but kind of daily, slightly daily. I got a special guest with me, Connor.
How you guys doing?
For those of you who tuned into the last podcast with Nathan, at the end I talked about Connor. He's very vital to this whole project. Tell everybody who you are and what you have to do with this podcast, man.
I'm Connor. I basically mostly deal with camera and lights. AIOPF Productions. Watch out.
What does that stand for?
It's my production brand. You don't know? It's a need to know basis.
It's top secret. Okay.
I'll release it at the right time.
So
I'm all right. This is why I'm not telling y'all, because I'm messing with Nate right now. He still hasn't figured it out, and if he watches this, he's gonna figure it out. Make it too easy.
So, what made you want to get into? How many cameras do you have, by the way?
3, and if whoever watched the last one's gonna know this already. I have 3. 2 are film. I have a Minolta from the 50s, one from the 80s, and then the one we're filming on now. It's a Canon,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of inspired you to want to get a camera, and you were like, all right, maybe I want to just take a swing and just video and.
Well, it started with the Minolta from the 80s. I saw...
And that was your first camera, right?
I'm trying to... Yeah, that was my first, camera, you know. But actually, I copied Alex. So, I saw his, and he took a picture of me with it, and I really liked it, so I copped it.
Where did you get the Minolta from?
I got it off eBay.
eBay.
Yeah.
And same with this Canon, too, right?
Yeah, I got the Canon.
Okay.
I shop eBay religiously. It's superior, dude.
Also, so I mean, we got the cameras, but it doesn't. When it comes to a podcast, you're not just using a camera. So obviously, by the looks of the video, tell everybody about the lighting situation. I don't really like to make this type of interview thing, but I do want to kind of introduce and just kind of ask you some questions, because I mean, you are a vital piece to this. Tell everyone about the lights.
No, you're good. The lights, actually, so I work for a moving company, and I was moving this old man. He used to have a studio, and he had a bunch of lighting in his garage, and I asked him about it. I asked him what he was doing with it, and he said he was retired, and he couldn't get rid of it. He tried to donate it to, Brentwood Film Club or something. They wouldn't take it. I just chalked that up to Brentwood having a bunch of money. They don't need this stuff.
Yeah.
So I told him I'd take it, and he let me have it. And it's some professional stuff. So I was hyped. It was actually kind of ghetto in here before we got these lights.
Hey, we made it work though. But I mean, yeah, for the first video, it was a little janky, but we made it work. I wanted to we got our point across. But for the second one, that was the first time we really got the lights in here, and it made a world of difference. And as you can see, I got this mic hooked up on this boom arm, and now that this setup is right here is exactly what I've had pictured in my head the last few weeks, and it took a long time of waiting in Amazon. Connor knows this, but it took a long time of me waiting for pieces of equipment to come in and whatnot. But this is how I want the Slightlee Daily podcast to be. Really kind of chill. You got the big comfy chair over here. You got me with all the desk and the stuff going on up here. I kind of wanted my hands free so I can use my laptop or my phone to pull up topics or ideas and stuff. But so
this is almost another introduction. almost.
Yeah, it kind of is almost another introduction video, like the first episode, but it's
my introduction.
yeah, because it's
Yes.
me and you. I mean, like, you always got someone behind the scenes, and you're definitely a big part of behind the scenes. I mean, I got Nathan, who's been really supportive. You know, Parker's really supportive of this. But I mean, you're like in here. I mean, we're in here doing this, like talking about it, bumping ideas off of each other all the time. So let's get into just a little bit of a topic. When it comes to podcasts, you're a fan of podcasts. I know this, but give me 3 of your favorite podcasters / YouTube channels.
Easy. H3, No Jumper, and Joe Rogan, but also I like Tiny Meat Gang.
Tiny Meat Gang. I never heard of him. You might have
It's
told
Cody
me.
Co.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his.
All right.
Well,
all right.
their podcast is named Tiny Meat Gang.
Tiny Meat Gang. So it kind of, those 3, it kind of jumps around. You got No Jumper, who's, I mean, it's serious, but it's a lighter subject most of the time. I mean, he gets kind of deep, and sometimes his topics are heavy, but for the most time, it's lighter. It's kind of more on the entertainment side, but you get into like to a Joe Rogan, it's sometimes real serious.
Yeah, and he goes into rabbit holes. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
they're all definitely different, totally different podcasts, each one of them. But
Yeah.
like Tiny Meat Gang is more of like joking around.
Kind of like Chris D'Elia.
Yeah, I like Chris D'Elia's too, but
show?
yeah.
Yeah, I like Chris D'Elia's too, but I struggle to call it a podcast, if that makes any sense. It is, but you're kind of sometimes, it's kind of just like it's like he's sitting down doing a stand-up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I think it is
It's
too.
definitely a podcast because, I mean, you know.
He's on there
video.
he's just messing around.
Yeah, that's just how he is. But what I haven't really got into H3 that much. What would you say? How would you describe their content?
Well, they have guests sometimes, and
Yeah.
then sometimes it's just him
And
and
it's the husband and wife, right?
yeah, it's just him and Hila,
Okay.
and they have topics. It's not like Chris D'Elia's. He just goes on there and
Okay, and
lets
just
it flow.
Spats and just meh. And he's
It's
like,
just-
right.
Yeah. What does he say? It's just a good time. What does he say?
I don't know what he says. He says a lot of stuff. It's a cult, and you're my babies. Let's see, man.
He's life rips. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
life rips. The Brinks trucks. Back it on up. Let's see, man. What has been sticking out to you music wise? I had a question that was sent to me by at Skylark Jack on Instagram about an artist called Rod Wave, and the reason why I'm asking you this is because I heard you talking about him, but I personally had never heard of him. I've seen a bit of him, but like, what's up with him?
He's sad.
He's sad?
He's a sad guy. He think he actually struggles with depression.
Like, really?
And yeah. Like he talks in an interview, and he said like something along the lines of being nervous every time he puts out a project, but with his fans' feedback, it keeps him going because he always gets love. I think it's great music. He has a lot of good stuff.
So it's more like rap stuff, or is he like singing?
He sings. It's not like he goes in too, but it's not like.
But it's more like some R&B stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. He's one of those, like, I don't know any of his songs by name, but I'd heard of him, and for some reason I keep seeing this man on the Explore page of Instagram, and I just keep seeing him, and then that guy asked me, Justin, I think that's his name. God, if it's not, holy crap. But I did like a Q&A thing on the Instagram story, and that was one of the things that was asked. It was, what do you think of Rod Wave's poetic style, or something like that? And I know that I vaguely remember you saying that you asking me about him, and I was like, I don't even know who he is, but I know you do.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he raps about, like, I feel like the man's been through some shit.
Yeah, and like his real life.
Yeah, like
And
he raps about events that he's been through. and you can feel it.
How do you feel about? Do you know who Lil Tecca is? Have you heard him?
Heard of him, but I haven't.
You know that
listened to
Ransom song?
Sing a little
I got
bit.
back, I got back, what you want? Maybe not. All right. Anyway, I'll link the video to this on the actual article, but he did a Rap Genius interview, okay, and he was describe. You know they're doing Rap Genius. They're like they'll do like the 3 little lines or whatever, and then they have the artist describe it. And he was like rapping about guns and like having like a Maybach and all these girls and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't do none of that." He was like, "I got a girlfriend. I'm not out here fucking these bitches or blah blah blah." And I just think it's funny that that's how a lot of rap and music is now, man. People don't want to even admit that you're lying about your stuff. You're not actually rapping about real life. Like that Rod Wave dude, he might actually be going through some stuff, and it's like real life. It's sad and takes a lot of courage, but I mean, how do you feel about people just straight up lying in their raps, man? It still bumps, but like,
I mean, you can compare rappers to like actors. They're not.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
Think Tom Cruise is out here doing all that Mission
Doing the
Impossible?
mission-
Definitely not.
No, I agree because
It's a job.
Yeah. So you feel like rappers and actors are basically the same
To an extent.
to an extent. But it's also kind of funny because you got real rappers who are actually. It's kind of funny because you got real rappers who are their content is actually them. So it's like, well, they're not acting. But when it comes to being an actor, you might have like some movies that are documentaries, or like, you know, life stories, but those actual people aren't playing themselves in the movie. You know, like that football movie Invincible. It was just the first movie that came to mind where that dude. It's Mark Wahlberg who plays the guy.
I mean, I don't know, man.
That's
It's like,
an interesting
okay, you
thought,
you can rap about things you've been through and stuff you've never done. And actors, I'm sure an actor has came home and hung his jacket up on the coat hanger, like just in the movies.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure they drive their own cars, just like in the movies.
You're right.
So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't compare them to actors.
No, I've actually never really thought about it like that, but that's an interesting thought. They are kind of like, I mean, it's entertainment at the end of the day. I mean, and you know who also in the music industry doesn't get enough credit is producers, man. The beat makers. And like the people behind the scenes who are like engineering, like, you know, like tap and record for the artists and stuff. The engineers.
You know, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure I think it was on mid-90s. I think Jonah Hill picked out that the music for that. All of it, yeah. And I'm pretty sure what's his name? Oh my God, what's his name?
I can't remember
I'm blanking.
characters' names.
It's he was like the main character in Neighbors. Joe.
Zac Efron?
No. What is his name?
The main character in...
Yeah, the old guy.
It's Jonah Hill. No, it's not Jonah Hill.
No, see, that's why I keep thinking Jonah Hill. Seth Rogen. Jesus, I was about to explode. Yeah, Seth Rogen. I think he picks out his own music for his movies.
Like the
if I'm not mistaken,
like the interview where,
dude, he's made a lot of movies.
Whenever they were fucking blowing up Kim Jong-un.
Did he make that one?
He's in it.
Yeah,
Seth
but I mean,
Rogen
did
and
he?
James Franco. I don't know if he produced it or anything.
Because I'm pretty sure he was behind Superbad.
Oh, he probably wrote it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, I feel like beat makers and people and those kind of people in the music industry don't get enough credit, man, because those people are stars. They are actually, I mean, they're setting the tone, man. Somebody who comes straight to mind for me is Tay Keith, like sort of because he's kind of a local guy, but dude, he has his own record label for music producers.
Imagine if there was music without beats.
Right. If it was just straight
a cappella all the
people
time.
singing. Like, it would be whack. nobody would be dancing. Nobody would be dancing to no Beyonce song if it was just her singing.
Oh,
I mean, hey,
maybe.
Maybe, but shit.
To pick a different one.
But yeah, like it kind of directly relates to you because
It was raining the other day, and I listened to Halo, and it complemented the rain so well.
yeah, and that's crazy how music can affect your mood.
Did you make that cold weather playlist?
I have not yet.
What the heck, man? It's
I
been
kind of
weeks.
did. I made a sad playlist, but I am gonna make a cuddle season playlist. Should I make like a cuddle season playlist or like a bedroom playlist? Or are they the same?
The baby making playlist.
like the for the ladies playlist.
Run the baby making playlist.
The baby making one. I can make.
And
that
the cold. I need a cold one. Put some like Justin Bieber
and some
mistletoe.
like, and the Fray. Oh, you want like
Yeah, do a Christmas one too.
You want, like,
gotta have Mariah Carey.
the Justin Bieber, the NSYNC. I don't know if you know about the NSYNC Christmas album.
I'll know when you drop it.
I don't think. Well, hey. Let's get into Call of Duty just a bit, man. Call of Duty and streaming just a bit. Have you been playing lately?
I've been busy lately. I've
Yeah.
played. I like gunfight.
What you been busy
Gunfight's where
with?
it's at. Work.
Dude,
They've been running me.
Making
This is
money.
the busiest November they've ever had.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Dang, so you haven't been on the game much. It's... I ask you because you're like a seasoned Call of Duty consumer. How long have you been playing?
Since Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty 4, so that's 2008-ish, roughly.
Something like that.
7th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah, I got my Xbox in 6th grade.
Mm. How do you... Alright.
Only played the campaign on Call of Duty 4. Didn't have live yet, but then when Modern Warfare 2 dropped, I got live.
So really Modern Warfare 2 is when you first got into it. Alright. Bear with me here, but I'm going to try and ask you a question. How... The feeling that you got from playing this Call of Duty the first time, you know what I'm saying? How does that compare to how it felt back in the day? Now I know we're older, times change, you're a different person now, but that feeling you got when you played this one for the first time, how did it compare to those older games?
I mean, I feel like nothing's gonna compare to the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies because like it was like you come home from school and everybody's on. Yeah, you have a full team deathmatch team.
And we were kids too.
Exactly. So it's automatically gonna be more fun. But I don't know. I feel like they're adding too much. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 was so simple, but yet ahead of its time. Well,
did they have like domination and stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Did they have like what game modes did they have now that they used to?
Modern Warfare 2 didn't have like gunfight and like like the wager matches. Like I think the wager matches started in Black Ops 1.
Ah, okay. Okay.
You know what's a Call of Duty that's slept on so hard that like tanked but is really good?
Which one?
Call of Duty Ghost.
Ghost? Which was what, 3 years ago? Maybe?
No, a little bit longer than that, I think.
I don't even know. I didn't even play that, man. So alright, the first Call of Duty I ever got, and I got it like a year late almost, which was Black Ops 1. Okay, and I didn't even have internet in high school or 8th grade when I got that. So I just played the campaign, and then the zombies on that. Me and my brother played it, and then I think I bought like Modern Warfare 4. Right, that's one, right? Modern Warfare 4.
Maybe
I'm pretty sure, but
that don't sound right. Modern Warfare 3.
It was a I bought it like after it came out. But what I'm getting to is the fact that this is the first Call of Duty game that I ever played when it first came out, and it's like that ground war mode. I play Battlefield more than I have Call of Duty, and that ground war mode is literally Battlefield. The map is huge as hell, and it's the same mode, and it plays the same. Like it's hard to explain, but it's almost too realistic.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was gonna say. Like I've played Call of Duty so much that Battlefield isn't my thing.
Yeah, That's how Parker is.
It's not appealing to me
Yeah.
because of like the bullet drop and all that mess, and you
With
don't got to
the
worry
sniper?
about. Yeah, you don't got to worry about that, and that's what I like sniping.
Yeah.
Predominantly sniping on Call of Duty. I'm trying to figure out.
I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 4 was a game. But anyway, I can't remember which one it was.
I don't know. It's bringing up Call of Duty 4. Oh wait,
Modern Warfare 4.
I guess so, man.
Maybe. I
don't think I've ever seen this cover though.
I haven't seen that cover.
I don't.
Maybe
feel
that
like that's
maybe
fake.
that's fake. Maybe it's just a Mandela effect on my end. Have you seen any crazy Mandela effects lately?
Man, there was a good one that I just found out about. It was pretty sure it was the Berenstein Bears ones.
Yeah. Berenstain.
Yeah, it's
with an
Stain.
A or an E. Which
Yeah.
one was it? We don't know. Hold on, let me look up some. One of the craziest ones I've seen, and it's kind of hard to explain, but it was this year. Okay, you know that movie Shazam?
Dude, I was just about to say that. It's actually Kazam, and a bunch of people thought it was what's his name? A bunch of people didn't think it was Shaq.
Yeah,
It was
Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
And then also,
But I'm pretty sure he actually made like a fake one because it was so big on the like being a Mandela effect.
yeah,
That he made one. It was, I think he just did the picture for it, and it was Sinbad dressed up like it, and he called it Shazam.
and everyone just remembers it being Shaquille, but it was actually Sinbad. What do you think that is? Like, what? How can so many people agree on one thing? You know, just how can so many people be like, wait, was it this? How can so many people question that?
I think it's because most of them were before the internet, so they hear one person say it and they convince them.
And they're like, oh wait, maybe it was.
Exactly, and they couldn't just pick up their phone and
Yeah.
Google it and fact check them, so it just kept going and going and spreading. But the whole how it started with Mandela dying.
Some people remember that he died in the 90s.
Yeah,
or something.
and
He actually died.
and it was like on the news, and people were like running through the streets and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like funeral, which that trips me out because I mean they actually saw the news, and like what else could have it been like?
Yeah, what else? It's I don't know. I being realistic, I think it's just like you were saying, I think it's just one person saying it and then others just kind of being like, I want to believe it. I want to believe that something crazy's going on, but maybe it's just false memory, you know?
But another one is the Star Wars one where he never says, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, he says no.
People actually thought they seen that.
Yeah, dude, me as well, because I grew up watching those movies on VHS, and I was like, wait, what? And also, this character C-3PO, he doesn't here, but in the old movies that came out in the 80s, the 80s, he has one silver leg that no one remembers, and that's such a small detail, but
I feel like that one was easy. That one could have been easy because like the rest of the man's gold. So
right.
You just
here it is right here.
Well, yeah, he does. Definitely.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's so little though. That's so little silver.
Yeah, it is.
It's like knee down.
Uh-huh. Mandela effect. Can't believe we're getting into that, but that's just one unexplainable thing. That's the power of the internet too, man. We wouldn't know nothing about that without you. I wouldn't know nothing about that without YouTube. I found that stuff on YouTube, man, and some people are like
And like
tripping about that.
The Kit Kat, it doesn't have the
dash.
Yeah, it's just Kit Kat, and I always thought there was a dash.
So, how do you feel about Kanye making a church?
Man, I feel like
Or do you even call that a church?
Do they praise God in it?
I mean, yeah.
It's a church. This
would
could be a
say so.
church.
Yeah, true.
If we make it to where all we
Yeah.
do in here is praise, call it a church.
Yeah.
But I feel like he had his daughter, and he's done so much in the past where he's just like, I got to do something.
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about Kanye.
I think he believes in karma heavily.
Right.
So he's trying to create
He's
good
trying to,
karma
like,
for his.
overcorrect.
Definitely.
So do you feel like...
And he's already like, I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, you're good.
But
You're
he's already so emotional, and when he feels something, he feels it.
good.
So
He lets you know.
he might not even be overcorrecting. He might be. It started out as something, and he's just going full. It's like, it's all or nothing with that guy.
Mhm.
So,
Well, you know, his first album, he had Jesus Walks on there. You know, Jesus. Everyone knows that. So it's kind of like, all right, he's kind of always been like that. And then, I guess fame and Hollywood got to him, and then he kind of strayed away from that. And then now he's back. But I just really why I asked you that is, did you listen to his new album by any chance?
no, I didn't. I heard so much bad stuff about it. I didn't want to even.
That's kind of why what I was gonna ask you about is, would you call that a rap album? I know you didn't.
Man, I should really listen to it. I feel like a sheep right now. I feel like I'm bandwagon. Like,
yeah,
I should give it a chance just to see if I like it, because I still listen to Bubbly.
Hey, that's fine. Music is music, man. Good music is good music.
Exactly. That's why I should listen to it.
But I just wanted to have a dialogue with you about it, because so many people, there's no gray area with Kanye. Someone like Kanye. It's you hate him or you love him. You hate it, or no. You love everything he does or you hate everything he does. You can't really be neutral with him. Disagree?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like some of his songs.
Well,
but I don't hate him.
Not
Okay,
not
you're
his
saying
music, but like whenever you see Kanye, you're like, oh my God, this guy. Or you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, you're like, oh, okay, he drops a gospel album. Half of the world's like, I hate this guy. What is he doing? He's not a Christian, blah, blah, blah. And then the other half is like, I love it. I'm with Kanye no matter what. Like, he's got a cult fan base. What other artists can you think that are like that? Not even just rappers, but like people, famous people. Like who? Like Logan Paul. You know, like,
dude,
for real.
it's so weird calling YouTubers famous.
But like,
they are definitely.
I mean,
he hangs out with real celebrities. Like,
so he's a real celebrity. You would say? Let's say Logan Paul.
He's a celebrity, man. I mean,
yeah,
he's out here. He's doing it. It's just weird to think that people can actually become celebrities off YouTube. But I mean, Chris D'Elia, pretty sure he got famous from Vine.
Vine. What other? Can you think of any other celebrities who have a?
No, actually, not Jake, but Logan is in a movie. So yeah, he did that. He was in Baywatch.
Oh, dude, he was.
I think he was in a TV show too, where he was like a surfer guy or something like that. But that's too surf. I guess people just think he's like a surfer
he's a surfer
guy.
boy. That's funny because, I mean, man,
I used to really like Logan, but when he would, when he was actually getting paid and doing his daily vlogs,
and he got that like super big house.
I was watching when he was in his apartment.
Paul? I've
never been a fan of the Team 10.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. Never mind.
No, I'm talking about when he had his apartment, and he used to like do like the squeaky toy when he cussed. But now he's just like, I'm not making money.
Yeah. Well, I
wish he would have never went to that damn forest.
Dude,
he really messed up.
Think about that, man. That's the world we live in now, man. One bad joke, you don't watch what you say for one video, man, you're done.
It's crazy. I was watching Scared Straight, and this old lady said that one choice can change your whole life, and that's probably the realest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, I mean that changed his life. But I mean, he's probably
Definitely.
still making
I mean,
some
yeah.
real good money, man. But he could have done a lot more.
He's not making YouTube money.
No.
Not no more.
Mm-mm. He's having to do some stuff that he don't want to do now. Now, before he was, traveling and making vlogs. He was in Japan when that was happening, right? Going to Japan, filming. Come on, man.
I think, what if he was on drugs? He just thought that he was on the Japan drugs. But he's like, yeah, we can film this. I'm Logan Paul.
Yeah, it's fun. It's funny.
Edgy.
But think about, like I was saying, you got these celebrities out here who really hate them and really love them at the same time. But there's also some famous people and celebrities who've been doing this since forever, and they got people who no one has anything bad to say about them. Like Will Smith. Who is a critic of Will Smith? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's a Will Smith hater?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess if you stay out of the BS,
Right.
you're gonna be loved.
Mm-hmm.
No, like controversy.
That's funny you say that too, because
I mean, like, say something bad about Tom Hanks right now. Say something bad.
he had too many roles in Polar Express.
Doesn't work like that.
It's not bad. It's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
I mean, you got people who, well, in today's time, man, like you were saying, staying out of the BS, that's what's popping right now, is getting in the BS.
Yeah, actually, I was watching a No Jumper with Jack Harlow, and he said he was about to just start some BS
I watched that.
Yeah,
That was
I
a good
listened to
interview.
it when I was going to
Yeah,
Jackson.
that was a good show, good interview. Yeah, and he was basically saying, he was like,
He's like, beef, there's more to... He was like, I'm about to start some beef.
yeah.
Like,
But also, when he was being more serious, he's like, hey, good music is good music. And he was like, I'm just going to focus on making good music.
he actually is really good. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. I missed him at Bonnaroo. He was there.
He was at
past year.
Bonnaroo?
Yeah, man, I missed him. It was like...
What
early.
stage did he have?
It was like one of the small ones, like this or that stage. But it was like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. And like, I was like, it's hot.
Well, that come down.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to the camp.
It was like 1 p.m. during the day. Like, it was hot.
What's your favorite YouTubers?
My favorite...
Oh, it was during the day?
Yeah. It was like...
Okay.
It was like one of the first ones.
I thought you were talking about in the morning.
No, it was like one of the first shows of the day. Like, I was like, I'm not trying to go in yet.
They kind of gypped him on that.
Yeah, they kind of did. But some of my favorite YouTubers, definitely No Jumper, definitely Joe Rogan. I love Kerwin Frost.
No, like vlogs.
Vlogs?
I mean, yeah, No Jumper is good, but
No Jumper.
Kerwin, does he?
Kerwin, I mean, he's more of like a podcast interview type deal, but I like Kerwin Frost. YouTubers, it's really hard to call him a YouTuber, but I love Logic's vlogs that he does. He's very, very rare when he does it, but he's doing this new, so 5-6 years ago, he had this vlog series or whatever, and it was about his like tours he was going on back then, and like, all that. And now he's doing like a new series, and he barely releases them, but he just did like a tour of his house and like his studio and shit, and it's so dope, and it's like exactly what I want my house to look like. Like, he's got like secret doors and shit to get into like his studio. Like, it's, you just have to watch it.
It's like a White House.
Right.
The Oval Office. It blends in with the wall.
But
hey, does this taste burnt to you?
I don't think so.
I think it might just be the strawberry taste that's messing with me.
The strawberry.
Thanks. I was really...
By the way,
I couldn't think about anything else.
This is the mic that people use ASMR in, so if I whisper like this, you can hear me. But YouTubers, some of my favorite YouTubers, it's really tough, man, because I use YouTube differently now as a 23-year-old than I did when I was 18. Like, I use YouTube now mainly for podcasts, and I usually just plug it up in my car and just set it in my console, or play it on my computer while I'm playing games or something. And
Do you not use the podcast thing that comes with your phone?
no, I use YouTube for all my podcasts.
Dude, use that.
I know.
You can close it.
I know.
You're only listening.
Yeah.
Use it.
I know.
Utilize.
I don't know. It's just my thing.
There's a widget.
Everyone's different. I know what you're talking about.
About to put you on game.
Well, there's also an app called the TuneIn app.
Oh, yeah. I can just click
see.
which one I want.
I see. That's cool. I don't know. I just never have. I usually just use YouTube.
I've been big into widgets lately. Got a Fandango one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Might want to get the scoop on the new movie tickets. YouTubers. It's really hard because there's so many, man.
You like Nope?
I like them. They're cool. They're cool. I never sat down and went on a binge of all their videos, but they're cool.
Do you know that red bar under the video when after you watch it?
Nah,
I'm
ignorant.
after you
I'm sorry.
you don't pay attention to anything. So here, I'll show you real quick. See those red bars under the video?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Where they watch.
you go
I
on
thought
there.
you were talking about something they did. Okay,
No,
I know you were talking
yeah,
about.
you go on their channel on my phone and it's just straight red bars. You you ever get into FaZe Banks?
Yeah, man.
I wish he'd post more. It's
Dude.
every video he's like, all right guys, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be posting
he's like,
every
"I've been
week."
busy.
And it's like 6 months later and he's saying the same
Yeah,
shit.
FaZe Banks is dope, man. He lives the craziest life. Talk about YouTube famous, and talk about being in the right place at the right time and not being on anyone's bad side, really. I mean, he's been in some beef, but with who?
Team 10.
Team 10.
You don't remember his Jake's assistant said that he choked her out at the bar?
Yeah.
Dude, that was big.
Okay, I remember
And
that.
then, Tfue.
Yeah, but that was more. I guess that was a phase, technically a Banks versus Tfue thing. But that was.
he brought him on.
That was really just Tfue, though.
Yeah, that was
really
Tfue and FaZe as a company, but
yeah, but that was really Tfue.
Banks vouched for him. That his duo partner, Cloaksy did not want to play with him. Yeah, so.
And then now they're besties.
Yeah,
They still play, and Tfue's independent or whatever. But Banks, his vlogs are extravagant. He did one with Playboy Cardi 2 years ago for his birthday party. Did you see that one?
he has a bunch of famous people come out.
That's crazy, man.
To his house.
Just for video games.
He had Steve-O.
Steve-O was at Zany's in Nashville in July.
Dude, I've never been to Zany's. I want to go.
Me neither. I haven't either.
I'm supposed to go around the 20th in December.
To see who?
Some
guy.
Some guy that Lauren's aunt and uncle want to go see.
I'm sure
I'd still go. Yeah, I mean, he's a comedian. So.
It's a thing, get you out of the house. It's in Nashville. I'm sure. There's no way. It's a show, There's no way it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. What I was gonna ask you something else. I forgot.
I'm yawning and shit, man.
Been a day.
You got any questions for me? Any thoughts
I
or
had
questions?
some. I forgot. We done went on a whole thing about YouTubers.
YouTube.
It was something about YouTube.
That YouTube money, man, is hitting different. And I didn't even really get to tell you this. So you remember how I told you how I was gonna do this podcast, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna use YouTube at all. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna upload everything to my website. Well, the website that I use to make my website, it won't let me upload videos that are too big. So I had to upload to YouTube and then connect it to my website. So I get some back into YouTube. So all my podcasts will be there.
I mean, what's wrong with YouTube? I mean,
No.
I was all for just everything
Right.
on the website.
What's wrong with YouTube, man?
Is there a way to There's not a way.
There's
You
a way.
can't-
All right, there is one way that you could kind of try and finesse it, and that's you can make it not public but not private, if that makes sense. You can watch it only if you're sent the link.
All right, that's exactly what I was about to ask.
Yeah, you can do that, but I just went ahead and just made it public. And if you go to the site, also, I want to explain this to you guys. If you want to, like, watch the video in full screen, well, the best way to do it is AirPlay it to your TV. If you don't know how to do that or don't know what that is, get with the times. But
Get real.
And if you...
Oh, that's a weird password.
It's kind of long, isn't it? But if you click on the little title on the video, it'll take you directly to YouTube. And if you want to watch it full screen on your phone, that's how you do that. But like we were just saying, you basically are just listening to it. So if you just press play, it'll play directly in the website. But like I was saying, whenever you're watching a podcast or something, you're just listening to the audio.
The helicopter.
Yeah. Is this World War III? But you're just listening to the audio. You're not really watching the video. But if you want to, like I said in episode 2 with Nate, you kind of, whenever the camera is filming us with the mics, it kind of gets the nonverbal communication and kind of just puts a face to the voice. I mean, it just makes it look a little better, you know. And plus, I did put in some time on this backdrop right here.
Yeah, we went to LA and got Crystalia to sign that. So
LA. But that's his actual autograph.
yeah, that's real deal. If it's not, I'm gonna be upset. If he's got like an assistant on here doing that, I'm gonna be real upset.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he did because I saw on his Instagram that he was signing those exact ones. He posted on his story.
Let it come out, man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell at a show. You know how he feels about that. I'm gonna buy a ticket. I'm gonna have my camera out there on the. You know how when you test the flash, it's like.
Get the front row seats and just get a
Yeah.
huge video camera.
A big old like beta cam. Should be like, no, your assistant signs your posters, so I'm gonna do this.
So, when you're figuring out a new, whenever you're finding out about a new YouTuber or a new podcast, what's something that automatically turns you off? It's because it's not every day that you find first of all, a new podcast that you're going to tap on. You see an hour-long video, and it's discouraging as is. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely personality.
And,
you know, I mean, as humans, we have a short attention span. So
for sure.
If it doesn't grab my attention, I'm probably outie in like the first 5 minutes.
You think 5 minutes? Well, yeah, that does make
Dude,
sense.
if it's not taking off,
I'm a video skipper.
especially if I click on, like, you know, they have the description. If it's something I'm gonna like and they're not, I feel like that's clickbait.
If they're not talking about what the description is?
Yeah, and if they're not making it, you know, I don't know.
No,
if they're just not as, you know, I guess exciting as I thought it was gonna be, that's kind of on me. But
yeah, it's just this whole YouTube and podcast thing, man. It's still so new. It feels like it's such an old idea and such an old thing, but it's really 5+ years, like no more than 10 years old.
yeah, man, I remember I was in like the 7th grade, and my history teacher, she had like her own little website for, like, you know, notes and stuff.
Yeah.
And she had a link to a podcast that like one of her students did over history, and that was a long time ago.
Over
and
history, like your history
yeah, they
class?
were going over like a.
Oh, okay.
No, he made it. Like, he was in front of a camera. It was him and like some other guy, but I think they were making like a subject fun.
Huh.
Like, they just did it.
Yeah, that's fun.
No, that's cool. She wouldn't let me watch it.
That's cool.
I clicked on it, and she was like, "Hey, don't click on that." And I was like, "What?" I guess it wasn't about what we were learning about, but She was mean anyways. Don't remember her name. I wish I did.
What school was this?
Rockville.
The Vale. Go Ravens.
Were you there in 7th grade?
Yeah, I was there the first year it opened.
What 7B?
I had 7A.
Oh, okay. I think this was a 7B teacher.
And then 8C. It's funny, me and Mylena had 7A and 8C together at Rockville.
I'm pretty sure I had 6B, 7B, and 8A.
8A. I was in 8C. We were the smallest. We were the smallest mini.
It's probably like the spectrum. 8th grade.
No, man.
I took bridge math.
Oh, I'm scrolling through the.
My classes had 3 teachers and 8 students.
Okay, guys, this is how you do this. All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm scrolling through the website just trying to find some more ideas, and I want to talk about movies a little bit. Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems. Have you seen the preview to that?
I have not. Have you watched Irishman?
No, but I don't have 4 hours of my life to
Find it.
spare.
It's good. Dude,
You watched it all?
Yeah, I watched it all.
What the fuck?
Dude, I stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning last night.
You watched it all?
Yeah.
So is it a sequel to...
It's about Jimmy Hoffa.
Which...
You don't know about Jimmy Hoffa?
I probably do.
He's like, he was behind the union. And,
Okay.
like, with the truck drivers and stuff.
So it's
And
based on
he
a true
created
story.
Teamsters.
So
it's definitely a true story.
Irishman is based on a true story. But is it like a sequel to Goodfellas or something?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I swear I thought I saw that it was like a sequel to something. Or wait, was there an Irishman movie before?
I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
But yeah,
you watched a 3.5 hour long movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that Bonnie and Clyde movie was like...
Netflix original too.
Was it?
Isn't it?
Oh, The Irishman is? Yeah, okay, yeah. But, dude, that Bonnie and Clyde movie, I feel like it took forever. You know, there was definitely some parts where I was like, oh, it's about to end. And it's just...
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's super good. Who's that guy that looks like... He kind of looks like Leo in a certain light.
Wait, we talked about this before. I can't remember his name, and he kind of did. He looked like the Great Value brand.
Yeah, definitely. He was Clover Valley.
Oh, but yeah, man, Adam Sandler. What do you think about Adam Sandler? Isn't it funny how he can do serious... Well, okay. He used to do funny, goofy shit, but now he's kind of getting into more serious stuff. Do you even like Adam Sandler?
I like Adam Sandler. I like him. I feel like he hasn't really made a banger since...
I mean, we got Waterboy, Happy Gilmore.
Dude, I think...
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy was a serious role.
But
I believe.
But it also was... It was serious.
It was comical.
It was comical.
Because, I mean, it's a little kid.
But, yeah, it was serious because, like the story of that kid, it was sad as fuck.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you got...
Like, him bribing the homeless guy with McDonald's was funny.
And he was, like, pissing on the... He was, like, pissing on the doorsteps of that church.
Yeah. Like, all that was funny, but it was mostly a serious movie about that kid that... Was that his kid?
No. It was, like, some kid who... He was, like, fostering him. And he wanted custody of the kid. And the kid was, like, going back to his real parents. And, like, he really... At first, he was, like, didn't want to take care of him. And because, you know, he was a bachelor.
Yeah, but wasn't the... When he was dropped off, didn't they think it was Adam Sandler's kid?
Oh my gosh, I'm wanting to say.
And then it turned out to be Adam's friend's kid.
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember.
Because the guy that took him was in the movie throughout the whole thing.
You know that kid is Dylan or Cole Sprouse?
Yeah, he got sick and they had to switch him out. During the filming.
That's crazy. Think about them, man. They don't got to do shit for no, like, they don't got to do nothing else, man. They got Sweet Life of Zach and Cody,
Riverdale,
Sweet Life on Deck, and then one of them did Riverdale, and I don't even know where the other one is. Which one did Riverdale? Was it Cole or Dylan?
I don't know.
I don't either.
No clue.
I didn't even watch Riverdale either. But
yeah, I didn't either.
It's crazy. Those Disney stars, man, they just fucking
Disney can make people go crazy too. You know about
Bella Thorne. Jake Paul was a Disney. He worked for Disney for a while.
wasn't it Orlando
Or was it
Bloom?
Logan? But
He's
yeah.
he's completely lost his mind.
Yeah.
Have you heard his new music?
I have not.
Dude.
Is it even worth listening to?
You want to laugh?
It's awful.
Dude, it's so I think he might be smoking crack heavily. He needs help.
Oh, I saw a video of him actually, and he was like, they were asking him about his kids, and he was like, yeah, one of them's 2. She's still in the belly, and like he was like losing his like, couldn't even keep up with his kids, and then like the dude was like, so what about blah blah blah, and he was like, yeah, she's 11, and like he was like saying like their ages, and like it was wrong apparently.
Yeah, like it didn't even add up to how old
Yeah.
he is or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he needs to go to sleep. He needs sleep.
He needs some milk.
He's running off of crack.
All right.
Did you see that video of him with like a little kid? Yeah, he was like with this little white kid, like, and they were just around town. Like, kid's parents was not. I don't know. I wouldn't trust my kid with Orlando
No,
Bloom.
I'm not
Maybe
like-
Eddie from That's a Raven. I'd let him hang out with Eddie, but not this new guy.
Yeah, maybe Eddie,
This is not this clone.
but not Orlando.
No.
Speaking of Orlando Bloom or Orlando Brown, or Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. You know who Orlando Bloom is?
Loom?
Bloom?
Was I using the wrong name this
No,
whole
no,
time?
no. Orlando Brown is the guy from That's the Raven.
Okay, I've been saying Bloom.
Well, it's Brown.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But do you know who Orlando Bloom is?
No, I think
Guy
I've
from
heard
Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean, white guy. That's not Johnny Depp. You probably haven't even seen
I don't.
Pirates of the
I'm not a
Caribbean.
fan. I've seen it. I'm not a
Orlando
fan.
Bloom. That guy.
Yeah, I know who that is. I definitely mix their names up. They're too close.
Orlando B. British guy. Apparently he was in Lord of the Rings. Never seen that, which is surprising, isn't it? Because you know I'm into like sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, that is. I thought you definitely watched Lord of the
Nope,
Rings.
never seen Lord of the Rings.
One ring to rule them all.
Dude, how did you feel about American Horror Story 1984? I never watched the last 2 episodes, but you can go ahead and just spoil it. I don't really give a fuck.
They missed on that one.
Dude,
That was a 3 strikes.
That's-
They not 3 strikes, but they definitely.
that was
they
definitely like
strike.
strike 2.
Yeah.
What do you feel like the worst season? Well, you've seen them all, I assume.
Yeah, I have.
What was the worst American Horror Story season?
Man, I feel like I'm gonna get some shit talked to me about this.
Dude, fuck it.
I feel like this one's the worst one so far, but besides this one, because Lauren liked it. I didn't like it. I don't know. I like how they always bring some kind of real life killer into it.
Yeah, like they did with the hotel. Well, what's the hotel?
Dude, the hotel was so
Hotel was
good.
my favorite, probably.
I think I like Murder House the best.
I liked Cult too. You like season 1 the best?
Yeah.
But what do you think is the worst one?
1980.
Okay.
But the second worst?
Yeah, because I thought you were saying that like this one was like the second worst, but like what
No.
besides 1984, what was
the second worst was probably Coven. But I know
Coven?
all the girls like Coven.
Yeah. So here's my thing with Coven is I didn't watch it until after Apocalypse.
Apocalypse was alright.
I liked Apocalypse sort of. I didn't like how much of a
I forgot about Roanoke. Roanoke was
dude.
I don't like the show inside of a show.
It was weird. It was weird, but I did kind of like. I don't know. It was just a mind fuck. I did kind of like how they wrote it. I guess it was like, all right, let's just try it, something new, completely new. But I do like American Horror Story though as a whole. I mean, dude, it's such
I
a.
really like it.
How many TV shows are out there? I mean, it really it takes a lot of inspiration from like all sorts of scary movies and TV shows and stuff like Twilight Zone. You know how Twilight Zone's a different story. You've seen Twilight Zone, maybe?
No, I haven't
No.
seen that.
It's like an old TV show, black and white, and every episode is a different plot. It's a different story.
That's probably why I haven't seen it. I hate black and white.
It's old as shit, but it's good. It's definitely takes, like, American Horror Story is definitely inspired by that.
Is that gonna mess with that?
It might a little bit, but it should be fine. We're almost at an hour, though.
Okay.
Might have to wrap this up. You got any thoughts, man? Come on. Dig deep.
I'm
Deep here.
Also,
Connor.
I'm glad we're doing this. I've
Yeah.
always believed in you.
Thanks, man.
I hope you know that.
I
Even when
appreciate
you
it.
were rapping, I'm upset that you stopped releasing music
Hey,
because I think you should keep at it.
there's another project coming before the end of the year.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I always saw it. So
Thanks, man.
I'm glad this is another thing you're venturing into.
Yeah, and I mean, this will not be your last episode on here, man. I look at you as sort of a co-host on this. I mean, like, I do want to do some solo videos where I'm just like, all right, guys, I'm right to talk about soccer in this video for 10 minutes or whatever. But, like, for the most part, like, I want to make this a very, like, I don't want this to be a rare occurrence right here. Like, we might just be like, hey, we're trying to film a
Yeah, definitely. I'll
podcast.
come back on, but you say I'm you think of me as a co-host. I'm
Yeah.
From the beginning I was like, this is your thing.
Yeah.
I'm here with you, definitely 100%.
It definitely does make it easier though having two people on here.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm with you with whatever you do. I feel like if anyone's gonna, I don't know, make it, I always thought it would be you.
I appreciate
just
that,
because
man.
you got the drive, man. I see it. It's just these views sometimes can be a little discouraging, but everyone starts out this way.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, I'll come back on for sure. I mean, if I'm not on here, I'm still on here.
That's what I was about to say. If you're not on the camera, you're behind it.
Yeah, I'm in the room. So we're gonna do it. Taking over the 99 and the 2000.
All right. Well, this was episode 3 of the Slightly Daily podcast with my guest Connor.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks everybody.
This is a totally different room.
yeah, it
over
really
here.
is.